Hey everyone, welcome back to Open. Our last guest is a multifaceted rapper hailing from Brooklyn. His music is an eclectic blend of jazz, Latin, and Caribbean rhythms, backdropping his reflective lyrics, capturing both his struggles and triumphs. Everyone, please welcome Meechy718. I love it, love it, love it.
Flatbush in the building. We outside Brooklyn, New York. We here.
I love that. I love that. Repping Brooklyn, came all the way up to the Bronx from Brooklyn, and we appreciate y'all, right?
Of course, I appreciate being here.
Because, you know, for me, my discussion and my topic of discussion and everything is inclusivity, right? Even if you're from a different borough.
We still got that melting pot culture anyway.
Well, here's the real deal, right? Because everybody's like, oh, you're from Brooklyn, you're from this. And it's like, yeah, but, you know, we're all one city. Right? Like I said earlier, I was like, oh, we're all one race. No, now I'm going to say we're all one city and we're all bridged together. So thank you for making your way up here.
Of course. Thank you for having me up here.
Yeah. And then thank you for incorporating your cultural roots into everything you do, right? I understand.
I want to shout out the motherland Belize. So big up Belize. We're very small out here in New York, but like we're rising very, very, very exponential. So it's going to be dope.
Yeah, and it's important to mention it because it's lovely to see the melting pot that we are merged and fused into whatever, you know, music you're into, right? You're primarily into rap and so forth, but you definitely incorporate your roots in everything you do. And from what I gather, which you guys are going to get a taste of later, you also incorporate some spiritual stuff, which is kind of rare as well.
Yeah, spirituality is reality, so you gotta like have it, like you gotta have both, you know what I'm saying? So spirituality, crystals, mindful meditation, mindfulness overall, and then awareness, spatial awareness, environmental awareness, and then awareness of self. So
these are such important topics for us to be discussing in everything that we do, right? And so I thought it was important to mention it because I know we're going to get a taste of your messaging through the lyrics that you're going to be presenting in one of your songs, even though, you know, you use a lot of foul language in some of your other songs, but I get it, you're a rapper.
It's part of the experience of where I grew up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Just, you know what I'm saying, taking every part of the culture I experience and like witness and come across and then just put it all in my music. You know, despite the vulgarity.
No, well, I'm not judging, you know. I know, you know, the rappers, they got to be hardcore, and, you know, you got a certain audience, and that's the language they speak, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, okay, I'm relatable, but guess what? I'm going to teach you a little something along the way.
You have to teach knowledge or something so someone can learn, because if not, they're not going to come back and listen to your music.
Right, but also you have to be able to speak their language, and that's where all those F-bombs get dropped.
Yeah. It's okay, though.
Yeah, it is. You're not doing it here today, though.
No, of course not.
So let's talk a little bit about your journey.
I started, like, making music, or I started to want to start making music in high school. I was doing, like, my high school, like, talent shows, like rapping, dancing, poetry, stuff like that. And then after high school, I went to, like, Kingsborough College in Brooklyn, and then I started doing more of their talent shows. After that, my main partner, Soul, who's like the co-founder of my group, ORG or Nothing organization, he introduced me to a cafe in Lower East Side called New Eurekan Poets Cafe. So I went there. It was like my first time doing an open mic. I bombed badly. I was like, yeah, I'm never doing this again. I'm never performing. This is not me. My friends like convinced me to come back. I did it, started learning how to like really perform. I became like the sound tech of the New Eurekan. So then we kind of created like a culture in the community. And then it kind of like helped learning everybody else and then how to like infuse my culture. Like, you know, I'm from Flatbush. We have the hood out there and stuff like every other hood. So like growing up, but also being in a Caribbean like household, but then experiencing all of these newfound people at like a poetry cafe. So it just helped shape a lot of the music and artistry and like my journey, you know what I mean?
So what were your years at New Eurekan Poets Cafe? I got a big old Kool-Aid smile because guess what? I originate from New Eurekan Poets Cafe as well.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I was discovered at the New Eurekan Poets Cafe to end up here, and that was 18 years ago.
18. Nah, I started going there in like 2015, right? But then I started running the sound from like 2016 up until when it closed in 2023.
Right, because they're under renovation right now. My girl Caridad de la Luz is executive director, and they're under New Year reconstruction.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
my point is that it's important to have these cultural spaces to not only hone one's craft, right,
Yep,
but to
facts.
be in community, which is what you were just sharing. It's like, Caribbean, and having that. It's like a reassurance that it's okay to be you, right, even in our differences.
Facts. Because
Right.
when I went there at first, sorry to cut you off,
No,
but
it's
when
all
I
good.
went there at first, I was definitely like the sore thumb. Like, I make like, especially in my earlier days, like I made like a lot of just like, hood raunchy stuff. So like going there to the New Rican, I got humbled because like everyone's on like enlightened higher like path, and it's like, yeah, that's the bare minimum. That's the bare bones. So then I was like, yeah, I gotta like really get it together. And then I started doing a lot of like within research, knowledge, understanding, going back, not like physically, but like going back home, like, what I'm saying, back home, understanding Flatbush, understanding everywhere I'm at, and then just knowing what it means to be like a person of color.
Yeah, self-reflection is important. And, we can sit here and like dissect that because it's so important for us to even have that level of awareness. And it's beautiful when you're able to really craft from it, right? Because then at that point, you're really doing it for everyone else, even though you're doing it for yourself, right? Because there's that consciousness. And that's what we're talking about, really.
It helps fuel yourself, especially when you get the reassurance and support from others.
Yeah, and then there's also the non-judgment, right? The judgment-free zone, because I think when you raise in an urban environment, as we all are, right? We're from New York, and some in more adverse environments than others. It could hinder your self-esteem because you kind of feel cheated and things of that nature. And then at some point, it becomes your superpower, because you're able to recognize, like, whatever it is that you go through is really up to you to either learn from it or, be hindered by it. And when you're enlightened, such as yourself, because I can hear it in the way you're communicating, I love it. It excites me because I'm like, oh, there's hope. Even though I live in denial and I swear I'm in the same age range as you are, I'm not. But, I don't care. I'll still live in denial. But the point is that it's being passed on to the next generation, because that's who you're feeding, the next generation.
Literally, like a lot of my siblings and cousins got like multiple kids. I'm an uncle of like 15 plus kids. So like, I got a lot of young folks I go back to.
Your uncle got 15 plus kids?
I am an uncle of 15 plus
I was
kids.
like,
No, no,
okay,
you good.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
I was
like,
like, oh,
I
wow,
always
somebody
go
got
back.
busy. But no, go ahead. Moving on. I'm going to move on.
Just going back, teaching them crystals, teaching them other type of stuff like, hey, whatever I'm teaching you, whatever someone like around the corner might think is corny or nerdy or cheesy, like that's out of here. Like we have to elevate, we gotta, what I'm saying, like health and wealth. So like just teaching them different aspects of life, because especially like kids that's like 15 or less, they more than likely not gonna see past their borough until they start traveling on that train.
Yeah.
So you just gotta like show them.
But it's good that you're grabbing a hold of them and expanding their minds, right? I'm wearing crystals, so I get it. Okay, I'm wearing a tourmalized quartz.
That's fire. Which one is that? Is that
This is an aventurine, a green aventurine. I see you're wearing an amethyst.
Yep.
Yeah. And so, yeah, we're not going to have the crystal talk now, but the idea, but look, we're knowledgeable and understand, and this is an element of earth, right? So we're carrying the energy of earth. So it's like paying homage as well, right? While protecting ourselves. And if you're not exposed to it, you're not going to know anything about it.
That's a fact.
Right? So the fact that you're taking the time to make sure that your 15 nieces and nephews, right? That's a lot. You got a whole classroom.
Yeah. One step at a time, one text Zoom call at a time.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
You don't have a group? Just give it to all of them in one shot.
I try one-on-one so that they could all get their means and eats. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's beautiful, really. And I mean that because
Thank you. I appreciate it.
It matters. It matters. And right now, the next generation needs us now more than ever.
That's a fact.
Yeah, and the fact that you're teaching them about how to protect themselves and also how to even evaluate themselves, right? Because it's through meditation that you're able to really see who you are and what you're about. And in these neighborhoods, it's about survival of the fittest. So how do you find the balance?
You gotta understand everyone else in your environment, especially if they're not on the same wavelength as you. You can't judge no one, you can't condescend no one, but you also can't think of yourself as anything lesser or what's the word, like incompetent to them or invaluable. Inferior. Like if they might be older or if they might have some knowledge, because there's still a lot of people in like our neighborhoods that have knowledge, but people might say like, oh, they're just like yapping or they're just saying some mumbo jumbo, but in reality, like they're actually like saying something. So it's just finding that balance of knowing how to navigate and understand other people. And it's nothing to like teach them also, you know what I mean? So I always say like there's two sides of like everyone. You have your spiritual side and you have like your street smart side, so.
That's, to me, one of the beauties of growing up in New York is like you inherit this instinctive way of feeling, because that's how we have to operate in order to know. It's almost like a spidey sense, kind of like, you know, because you have to be on guard. It's just, you know, it's a way of life here, right? But then there's that soft side of understanding that not everybody even understands our true purpose of existence, right? Which is what you're sharing right now. Yep. And then there's, you know, how much do you divulge in really making a difference? And so with your music, it sounds to me like you almost snuck it in there. You know what I mean? And I think it's pretty cool.
Thank you. I try to add like a little, you know what I'm saying, knowledgeable teachings or spirituality. Like, yeah, I'm going to speak about a lot of my music, like the lyrics is all from experiences and things I've been through or dealt with or seen. But I always got to like add in the spirituality because it's a current thing. It's a never ending thing. It's limitless. So you just got to always add it in there. Like every song has like one slight, you know what I'm saying? Every song of mine have not all the same topics, but like it's a lot of recurring themes.
And so before we run out of time, I know this particular album is called Eagles LP.
Yes.
So Eagles, the bird.
Yes.
Why?
It's a symbol of like elevation, knowledge, wisdom. The eagle is the bird that watches over all. It's also a top predator, which means that it fears no one. But also, like, I watch a lot of movies, like, not to sound cheesy or cliche, but I got this one movie I like called Brother Bear. And, like, the older brother that watches everyone, he's, like, the eagle spirit totem. So, like, that's, like, me because, one, because of all my young people. But then in the room of everyone, I just feel like that big brother because I'm, like, protective of everyone and I, you know, want to guide them. So the eagle is just me, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, I'm here. I'm the one with the wingspan, and y'all gonna follow me, and I got us.
I know. I feel it, you know. And I want to acknowledge you for taking on that responsibility.
Thank you.
And doing it respectfully.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Even though you use vulgarity.
It's okay.
I'm teasing.
It's okay.
Meechy718, everyone.
Yeah.
All right, check it out. Don't go anywhere because Meechy718 is going to perform for us after the break, and you certainly do not want to miss that.
Eagles LP, man. Go
Eagles
check
LP,
that out.
Eagles LP.
Eagles
High five.
LP.
All right. Hey everyone, and welcome back here now to perform On My Soul. Let's give it up for Meechy718.
Wait,
Yo. Shorty bad, yeah, she know she a freak. I be counting while spending my breach. Made it back by the end of the week. I didn't Queens, yeah, I need a Khalees. I'm from the Ville, I was raised in the East. We got knocks like he ordered a feast. Biggie Pac, I'm in North MC. I got ties, I'm in corporate, I'm dipping my whole life. I've been fixing, I'm getting my soul right. Now my man, he get crop, he get no likes. I got crystals, I shine like a dough light. Lit like a strobe light, bae, I got no type. If it's up, then it's stuck, I got no heights. Call up Brody, he mix it, I polite. And it's still middle finger to police. Got that S on my chest, Gray in my hair, I be stressed, TDE, yeah, I'm blessed, I put that apple to test, Fruits of my labor, no rest, yup. Khaled, I feel like the best, yeah. Habits, I'm doing them less, On my gadgets, it come with a vest, I hustle the first to the last. I've been down on my back, ain't no going it back. TSA tripping, she holding my sack. Gave her my heart, now she throwing it back. Unconditional love, yeah, she know where it's at. Wait. We was broke with an O in the trap. Now we get racks like we playing for tennis. Shout out my niecey, they gave her a sentence. Shout out the homies who played. Shout out the homies who stayed. Facts. I know a shorty that's working the blade. I know a brother on minimum wage. I know my little one getting close to that age. I talk to my demons, I'm burning that sage. Wait, disengage. She get face, I engage. Huh. On my mama, I never done fall. On my brother, I never done told. On the block, yeah, I had it for soul. Yeah, on my soul. For them hitters who turn out they foe. Oh, you play with my car, girl, you hoe. Yeah, I play with the cars that I chose. Yeah, yo. On my mama, I never done fall. On my brother, I never done told. On the block, yeah, I had it for soul. Yeah, on my soul. For them hitters who turn out they foe. Oh, you play with my heart, girl, you hoe. Yeah, I play with the cars that I chose. Yeah, on my mama, I never done fall. On my brother, I never done told. On the block, yeah, I had it for soul. Yeah, on my soul. For them hitters who turn out they foe. Oh, you play with my heart, girl, you hoe. Yeah, I play with the cars that I chose. Yeah, on my soul.
On my soul. Yes. Yes.
Light pack, light
Yes. Light path. I love
pack.
I love it. Love it. Meechy718, everybody.
Shout out BronxNet TV. We in the building. Open. We outside with it.
Woo!
Let's go.
Once again, Eagles LP is out now on all streaming platforms. For more on Meechy718, check him out on Instagram at Meechy or Bueno Mi Gente. That's our show today. Thanks to all our guests for coming through and to your viewers for tuning in. If you missed any part of the show, you can check out this episode throughout the weekend, 24 hours a day at BronxNet.tv. I'm Rena Valentin with Meechy718. And from all of us at Open, may the universe provide peace, prosperity, y amor. Happy Black History Month, mi gente.
Yes, sir. Happy Us Month.
Happy Us Month. I love that. Yeah, you like gangster. He's like ready to drop the mic.